Whoa, this is unfamiliar territory. We are back in here with the gameplay. I think y'all have started to notice a little bit of a change here on the YouTube channel between the video styles. Normally, we made videos with video game commentary. That's how it was always done. Video game in the background, I talk about stuff, and we put the graphics on the screen. Well, lo and behold, I kinda took the feedback to heart here for the first time ever, because for the past, 8 years, folks would always go out there in the comments and say, yeah, Lego, we don't care about the gameplay. We would prefer if you put your face on the videos, or if you showed highlights of the players you're talking about, or stuff like that. And I didn't want to do that, because highlights would prevent this channel from being able to make money, and secondly, my face isn't really all too nice to look at certain times of the day, so I would prefer not to have that on the screen either. Unbeknownst to me, though, making videos by doing the same kind of thing we've always been doing, but using Streamlabs instead to record my computer screen, actually helps a lot with cutting down editing time, and being able to just splice everything all together in one big video file. The biggest change, though, is we can go from page to page to page and you can follow along, and I don't have to screenshot things endlessly to get the point across. But when it comes to a video like the one you're watching right now, this video, we don't really have too many extra pages to go out there and swap around with. Which is why we're just doing the regular old gameplay commentary for this one, because today we are talking about Detroit Red Wings star Patrick Kane, and how this guy could be on the cusp of breaking out for the Detroit Red Wings in 2025-2026. Now, I know what you're thinking. Lego, what in the world are you talking about? Patrick Kane breaking out? The guy's 36 years old. He's not going to break out at this stage of his career. He's already got his multiple Stanley Cups in his heart and his Art Ross, and he had a 100-point season all those years ago. Patty Kane is not going to break out anymore. And that's a very fair point to bring up here. I think Patrick Kane has played some of the best hockey he's ever played already, and he's not necessarily going to get any better. But if I take a look at his production from 2024-2025, and I say, hey, he had 59 points in 72 games played, that's not bad, right? If you said that that guy's going to be coming back to Detroit the upcoming year, let's say he's able to get things going a little bit earlier. Let's say the Wings play a little bit better. Let's say he's got some chemistry with Casper and DeBrincat. Let's say it's possible for Patty Kane to play a little bit better than he did in the most recent campaign. You would probably agree, right? But here's the thing. There's a comment that I wanted to read to you from Reddit. This was posted by Gray the Dork 12 in one of the R Detroit Red Wings daily general discussion threads. And it talks about Patrick Kane and just how good this guy could be next year if things continue down a certain path. Take a look at this. Patrick Kane had 1.05 points per game under Todd McLellan. That's equal to, or better than, players like Matthew Tkachuk, Roope Hintz, Wyatt Johnston, Alex Ovechkin, Tage Thompson, Seth Jarvis, Mark Scheifele, J.J. Peterka, and Jesper Bratt in the same span. Seider's .58 doesn't rank him quite as highly among Steamen, but it's still equal to or above players like Chychrun, Dobson, Gostisbehere, McAvoy, and Hanifin. And I wanted to dive into that Kane part of the comment the most. Because while it's true, Patrick Kane had a season point production-wise that I think is fine, he did have a lot more points and had a lot stronger production ever since Todd McLellan stepped in and became the Red Wings head coach. If you want receipts, if you want the dates, Todd McLellan was hired by the Detroit Red Wings on December 26, 2024, and via StatMuse.com, Patrick Kane has collected 45 points in 43 games since that day. You can see that he had a whole bunch of points in January, some multi-point games in there. The Red Wings started to do a lot more. Yes, it's true that Kane started to go cold a little bit throughout February, but there were still some multi-point games tossed in there. He had 43 games and 45 points Patty Kane with the 1.046 points per game metric. If you do the math on Patrick Kane's Todd McLellan production, let's do 45 divvy 43 multiplied by 82. You're looking at a point production pace of around 86 points. And that is pretty good, I would say. Again, I don't think it's reasonable to head into the year assuming, oh yeah, Patrick Kane's gonna get 80 points in the second line. Like, that's probably not gonna happen. I'd say that realistically, like, 65 would be good. If he gets 70, then that's really, really good. If he gets 80 plus, then it's like, wow, absolute slam dunk. What an amazing signing there by Stevie Y. But ultimately, Patrick Kane and his development, production, structure, scoring efficiency since Derek Lalonde was fired was so obvious. And I think a lot of folks started to recognize this as well. Like, I remember seeing a bunch of comments after the firing went down and after the Wings started playing some games and Kane started scoring more points. A lot of Wings fans would comment in the comment section of my videos and the post-game threads like, hey, this guy looks a lot better. Like, why? He looks more engaged. It's almost like he actually likes playing hockey again. It's almost like he gave up on the previous coaching staff and didn't really care about producing or playing or doing anything when they were the guys in charge. But now you got Todd McLellan, a structured head coach who knows how to win, who has had a pretty good resume in the past, who has a good foundation and understanding of what it means to be an NHL-level coach. And now Patrick Kane is responding well again. Too bad some other guys in the Red Wings couldn't really produce in the same way. I'm thinking mostly on, like, Vladimir Tarasenko and some other guys, but, like, Patrick Kane, you can say what you want about how he's old. Yeah, 36, 37, 38 he will be later. He's pretty old already, but this is a guy who has been very valuable for the Detroit Red Wings from an on-ice point production perspective. You need a guy to come in here and start producing points in the middle six? Yeah, Kane's your guy. And now he's hopefully going to be able to find that chemistry again with DeBrincat like they had in Chicago all those years ago, back when Kane was a 90-point scorer and DeBrincat was scoring 40 goals from the flank. Again, I'm not saying it's, like, guaranteed, but if it does happen, I mean, if you get Lucas Raymond and Dylan Larkin producing at their 80, 90-point capacities, and then Patty Kane maybe has a 70-point season, DeBrincat gets 35 goals, and he gets 70 points himself, like, there is a lot of potential here for the Detroit Red Wings in 25-26. You just need these guys to be able to live up to their standard. That's it. They just gotta live up to it. And with Mo Seider getting some help on the back end, hopefully Axel Sandin Pellikka can come in here and start doing some things in the power play. If not, Gustafson's there too. Go figure. There can be some very fun things to pay attention to. So, for the first time in months, it seems like, listen to the gosh darn outro music on this video here, because I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Patrick Kane and his explosion of offense to come, as indicated by his really strong point production per game under Todd McLellan? Is this going to continue? Is he going to get 85, 86 points next season? How many points do you think Kane gets? And bonus question, how many goals does Alex DeBrincat end the season off with? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sign on, and bye.